Hello, House of the Gospel family.
We are the Jernoveis,
Andrey and Vika.
and we are reaching out to you guys from our residence.
Yes. So the reason we're popping up on your guys' Instagram feed is to just wish you guys, or just spread some encouragement during these confusing times. I know it might be pretty scary for some people out there with, the whole quarantine and stuff. So
Yeah, very interesting times.
yeah, what day are we at?
I've really lost count at this
8,
point.
9, I don't know. Anyways, so maybe some of you guys know, but we as a youth, we were going through our Friends 101 series, and we are going to be starting our Ecclesiastes series really soon. And as we were preparing for that series, one of the passages we came across that was very encouraging for us, especially during these times, was Ecclesiastes chapter 3. So I'm going to read it for you guys just from the beginning. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace.
So, simply put, there is a time for literally everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Here on earth.
So, as we read a lot of different times.
Yeah, there's times of joy and there's times of sadness. There's times to celebrate. There's times to weep and cry, right? And there's times for confusion. There are times of uncertainty. These are all times that we should be prepared for, right?
Yeah.
But the truth is that not always are we prepared for them, or not always do we know how to respond, not always do we know how to react. And I think that's one of the things that we even notice, that we as a community, as people, as a city, as a nation are going through, right? Everywhere you look, the news you see, the social media you look at, everybody seems to be confused about what to do.
Yeah, so at the end of Ecclesiastes, at the last verse, the author of Ecclesiastes tells us kind of how to react to these times. So I'm going to read it for you guys. It's chapter 12, verse 13, 12:13. The end of the matter, all has been heard, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every deed into judgment, with every secret thing, whether good or evil.
So at the end of the day, whether it's a good day or a bad day,
whatever time it may be,
whether you're celebrating or you're lost and confused and destroyed, at the end of the matter, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is our relationship with God, our love for him and our love for the people around us. So whether we are in this time of confusion, a time of loss, what we must seek more than anything is our relationship with God and our loved ones and the people around us.
Yeah, and I hope this just encourages all of you guys out there to just embrace this time and not be filled with fear, whatever you guys may be reading out there on media or hearing. I know Instagram is filled with a lot of various things, but just to take this time and just to spend it, in prayer and just with God, and just not being full of fear, but full of peace.
Yeah. May you guys go out there, use this time to grow in your love for Jesus. Use this time to reach out to a person you haven't spoke to in a while and give them a call. Give them a video call and see how they're doing. Show some love and care for the people around you. And just have peace in your heart.
Yes, and we love you guys. Youth, miss you.
See y'all.